Good morning, YouTube. Today we're gonna wire up a bunch of stuff in a Ferrari 458.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, this is my garage, and this channel is all about the supercar ownership experience, buying and selling, maintaining them, DIY work on them, and yes, we're gonna be doing more DIY work on this Ferrari 458. But any of you interested in buying parts for a supercar, go check out my website, normalguysupercar.com. Use the code NGS10, and I'm knocking off 10% off anything in the store. So I got all sorts of stuff like exhaust, performance parts, carbon fiber, whatever. Check it out. Anything for Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, and McLaren. When you buy things from that store, it helps me out, and I do appreciate that. That enables me to keep doing these sorts of projects. So thank you very much to all of you that are supporting me. We've got Richard.
I need to do my hands. YouTube.
Yay!
Hi.
He's like, I think, apprehensive about it because the last time you tried to do this,
Yeah.
didn't go so well.
Apparently, Ferraris don't like to be probed.
Not that kind of probe.
Not that, probably not any kind of probing, but trying to hook up a radar detector, hardwire it, and yeah, now I'm getting all these error messages that the system needs to be reprogrammed. The blinkers don't work, radio doesn't work. It's throwing out all these weird messages. Did not go well at all. I lost my Ferrari for over a month.
Ugh.
It was at Ferrari.
Oh, well, we're gonna get some stuff fired up, so let me show you what's going on. All right, so we've got a dash cam and a radar detector, and neither of those are working right now, right?
That's correct.
And we want them both to work, or just the dash cam?
No, just the radar detector.
Just the radar detector?
Yeah. Ferrari, when they rebooted everything, they started asking me about all that and a bunch of questions. I said, look, just take it back to stock and just leave everything unplugged. That's not stock.
No.
Yeah. Do you want us to hook it up right? And I'm like, but then they needed information on it, and I was like,
okay, well,
never mind.
we're gonna, so
I just wanted my car back at that point, just
Right.
working, you know.
So big thing that we need to do is we need to use a fuse tap.
Yeah.
And that was what you didn't have last time. So we got the right equipment.
Right. No, I foolishly. So what I did was in the mirror, there's a bunch of sensors and all kinds of cool wires, and I'm like, oh, there's got to be some voltage I can grab some 12 volt there and plug in my radar detector.
In theory.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm touching wires with my my little handy dandy
Digital voltmeter.
voltmeter, and yeah, I crossed something that shouldn't have been touched, and
Yeah, you probably hit one of the 12 volt lines to the communication lines, and
yeah.
probably sent 12 volts to one of the computers.
In the computer, so what happened was all the computers just started getting all these errors in them. Keep trying this back and forth. That's why it took a month. And finally they just said, look, flash everything, just start over with the software. And they did that. So the nice thing was there was no hardware that needed to be replaced. I didn't
Thank
fry
God.
anything, yeah. It was just, it was all this weird
The
stuff.
software wigged out.
Ghosts were in the machine. They just couldn't get them out, yeah.
Alrighty, well, okay, we're gonna have to crack open some fun stuff and tear your car apart again. One more time.
One more time.
Woo! Alright, so this is the lead wire for his radar detector. Well, that is the lead wire for his radar detector, and so it's obviously too short to go anywhere, and so we have a bunch of this wire right here, and we're just gonna kind of like butt splice it in. And then basically what's gonna happen is that's obviously mounted right there, and so it's gonna have to come up to here and then run over there and then down into his fuse panel, and then we're gonna tap into the ignition source on one of these fuses. Okay, so you got a cool mount that actually clips right onto the mirror. That's pretty handy, especially in a convertible. Popping off this trim piece, in order to get it, there are tiny little holes, on the sides. You pry, and then do it gently, and the whole thing, that centerpiece, almost had it. I'm gonna have to get 2 screwdrivers, maybe do one on each side.
Yeah, it is.
There it goes. Yeah, you kind of like gotta depress it. There's a little tab, push in on this with a screwdriver.
Oh.
And it'll push that. See how there's a tab?
Yeah.
You gotta push that tab.
That in.
Yeah. If it can. There we go. And that should expose a couple of Allen screws.
Right.
I think probably like 3 or 4 mil. Those will remove that panel. And once that panel is off, we can pop off this trim piece. Oh wait, we still gotta get the screws on the little sun visors. These are just regular old Phillips. So once you got all those screws off, you literally just pry this off. We've got some trim piece puller things so you don't damage the leather. And now we got a bunch of wires and stuff to deal with. So we're just kind of yanking out. Here's like the old Blackview wires. It can't be that much thread.
I know, I don't
There's no
think
way.
I'm doing anything here.
Here. No. It's just in there. And those come off. I mean, this is...
Yeah, it's just a good glue shit.
The glue is pretty good, yeah. Are you getting flashbacks?
Yeah.
You're like, oh god, my car. Okay, got that out of there. Now, guess we gotta start running the new wires. We now have a properly long wire. Yay. So, we're gonna get it up here, get it mounted on the radar detector, and then tuck it up into the top. And then I would just, yeah, tuck it wherever you can into like other wires and stuff. You might even wrap it like once around the
I
rearview
noticed
mirror.
they tucked the Blackview like right under this piece over
Yeah. Yeah, then you can kind of tuck it in through there and run it down the side. So the fuse panel is actually behind where your switches are. It actually just kind of pops off.
the whole.
This whole panel, this
right
whole
here.
piece of leather, yeah.
Okay.
So there's a piece right here that connects. Yeah, there's that. And then there, and then it just kind of like, I know it feels wonky. You just kind of like grab it where you can and just give it like quick little pops. You might even take that blue trim piece and stick it right in here and then kind of like wedge it without damaging the carbon fiber.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the trick. Let's see if I can get a grip on it anyway. Whoa. Oh, something flew. Okay, so that panel's off, and the fuse we're gonna use is see that yellow one at the very bottom on the second row? So the second row from the left,
Yes.
bottom one that's yellow.
Yes.
That 20 amp fuse is the one we're gonna pull. Yep, that one. Grab it and then give it a little pull. That's it. Okay, so we've got our fuse tap, and what you can see is we took the 20 amp that was existing and put it in the bottom one, and the 15 amp that came with the kit, put that in the top. So the 15 amp fuse actually will run our little lead wire. 20 amp actually will go to the devices that was already being run off the fuse. So now we take that end and we put that onto our splice. Yeah, I think mine had to run that direction too. There,
Okay.
so that's in. So theoretically your stuff that's already in there is now working. Now we just connect that wire.
Right.
And then we gotta get the ground. Yeah, so now we gotta just crimp it.
We're gonna use that.
Nope, the smaller one.
Just that thing.
Nope, one up.
This.
Yep, that one.
It's like a cutting.
No, it's
oh, I see. You're-
it's
yeah.
got a flat section, so it just kind of smashes. So
Should've
stick the
nipped it.
wire in
Yeah.
until it doesn't go any further.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go, and then just squeeze the shit out of it. There we go. That's good. You don't have to kill it.
Oh, I killed it.
Is
Nice.
it tight? That's good.
All right.
Now we just gotta ground it.
Round.
All right, we think we got a good ground, so we're gonna tighten it in and test it. All right, let's try it. Key forward and see if it comes on. Yay! I love it. Look at that.
X-band. K-band.
Beautiful.
And let's tuck those wires in and then put the panel back on, and then that's what we want. Woo! Back in business. All right,
So
we just gotta put all the trim stuff back together.
All right. So
Yay! Let's turn it off so we don't short anything over. So when you're putting this trim piece back on, be prepared to kind of smack it around a little bit, but make sure it's aligned correctly when you're smacking it around. Otherwise, it is kind of a pain in the butt. And the other thing is, it's a little bit easier with two people because every time we push in this side, that side would pop out, and vice versa. We push in that side, and this side would pop out. So we kind of had to hold them both at the same time and then push them both together. Ta-da! Ta-da! Glorious. 100% less computer failure.
before I had to plug it in the cigarette lighter and it would just kind of pop out. So every time we do a road trip, I just duct tape the shit out of it. There's almost glonky duct tape in my
yeah, it's not good.
beautiful interior. Yeah. So
Now it's nice and clean,
it's
and
so nice.
it turns out.
I have to clean my interior now to
Well.
be up to the
Yeah.
standards.
Well done, Richard.
Yeah,
much,
thanks, Paul.
much better. All right, so that was the trick, is using those fuse taps instead of just trying to find a hot wire. I don't know the actual fuse number, but on the 458, it's the second column from the left on the dash fuse panel. and it was the bottom fuse. I remember that. I think it turns on the radio and stuff, so it's a good fuse. It's an ignition-based fuse. That's the one you want to use. So I actually have that powering my black view dash camera and my radar detector, so it's a good fuse to tap into for ignition-based items that you want to power on. Go visit my website, normalguysupercar.com. If you have any sort of parts and stuff you want to buy for Supercar, use the code NGS10, hooking you guys up with 10% off. And the reason we're doing this is because, well, we're going on a road trip. So very soon, actually October 3rd through the 10th, we're going to be driving through Colorado. If you're interested in meeting him or me and a couple other guys, well, ping me. We'll let you know the route. I'm not going to publish the route publicly because that's not a good idea. But if you're in the area and you're interested in meeting us, you might be able to come hang out and see the cars and whatever. Feel free to email me, Dan at normalguysupercar.com. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We got a ton of car stuff coming.
It's gonna be sweet.
I was just going to let you do it. Aren't you proud to start this thing in front of people?
Oh yeah.
You're like, that's right, bitches. It sounds so good. All right, yeah. Hey. You want to buy Klein exhaust? I'm selling them. You can make your car sound like this. It's so good. Oh, damn. That is nice. See you, Richard. I need to get a horn. I feel so sad with my regular horn. It just doesn't cut it. Wish those cicadas would shut up.